Hi you guys, it's the Blasian Duo. We haven't made a video in a while.
Yeah, like a month.
Yeah, we've been so busy. Like Mitzee has her stuff going on, I have my stuff going on.
I feel like that's always our...
Yeah, that's always our excuse, but
it's the truth.
we're trying here. We're trying. Just give us a chance.
So today our video is going to be about back to school, like high school wise, because school is actually, it already started.
Yeah.
But like it's more on for like the middle schoolers out there who's going
who's first going to middle school.
Yeah.
And then like the freshmen that are like, you know, new to high school, their day is today, and then that's tomorrow. The official first day of school is tomorrow.
Yeah. But it's not like there's any middle schoolers watching us, because let's be honest, it's only our friends.
Exactly.
But, you know, yeah. So
we're just going to talk about our high school experiences.
Yep.
As freshmen especially.
Yeah. Okay, first day of school. I was really nervous on my first day of school because I thought of like, what if I get lost, because it's a bigger building than, you know, middle school. But
yeah.
In all honesty, it was easy because
it was easy for me too.
Teachers are very like helping.
Yeah.
It's your first day, like they're willing to help you. Like, oh, are you lost? You go here, you go there. So it's not as nerve-wracking as you would think it would be.
Yeah.
And like look for your friends. Look for someone you know from middle school and just stick together because they're nervous as well. So
yeah, but also like my sister, she's going to high school, and she went to she went to a middle school, but Roosevelt is not their zone school, so none of her friends from her old middle school is going to be in Roosevelt, so she's by herself. And what I told her was, because she said she was shitting her pants and she was so nervous, I was like, Jada, just go in there with a clear mind, be yourself, and that's all I told her. And she said okay. Yeah. And watch when she comes back home, she's gonna have a friend.
Yeah,
she's gonna have a friend.
It's just school. Like it's nothing to be worried about. Everyone's scared. You're not the only freshman in the building, so yeah, that's what you should have in mind. You're not the only one whose first day it is. Sometimes, I mean not sometimes, but all the time, there's always an upperclassman that's also new in the school, so it's fine.
Exactly. And like because me and Mitzee went to the same school, so like my freshman year, it wasn't hard for me. Shockingly, I didn't ask any teachers to find any of my classes, because I don't know if any other school is set up like this, but like the rooms is set up like on a floor. So like if your room is like, if your first class is on the first floor and your class is like 102, it's gonna be on the first floor because it's 100. If it's 200, second floor.
I think everything is like that.
It is?
Yes.
That's how I knew. That's how I knew where all my classes were.
And in our school, we had like those little tags, like 120 to 126 goes this way, 115 to 119 goes this way.
I forgot we had those.
Yeah, so it was really easy. So that's why when I saw it, I was like, oh, that's really easy. So like, look for those and go to orientation. That's always really, really helpful.
Yeah, because that helped me a lot too.
Because they take you on a tour around.
Yeah, that's how I knew where all my classes were, because of orientation. It's important for you to always go to orientation.
And then like after the first month, you're like, this school is so small. You know it from the root.
Yeah, from the back of your hand, literally, with your eyes closed.
Yeah, so it's nothing to be worried about. School, but other than that, like friends-wise, don't be caught up in the wrong clique, please.
Please don't, because let me tell you, I was in a whole bunch of drama in high school. First of all, because I was gay. I mean, but now that, you know, years, because I was a freshman in 2009, so things have changed dramatically since then. So it might be a little bit, you know, easier.
Yeah.
So, no, but back when I was in high school, it was a lot of drama going towards my sexuality. So, I mean, things have changed, so it should be a little bit better for the gay kids, at least.
Yeah. And like, I don't know, during my freshman and sophomore year, I had a lot of friends who just, they just went different ways, you know, like that's when I knew like I wasn't going to be friends with them, because we just weren't, I didn't want to do what they wanted to do, and I didn't want it, so I find myself having like 2 friends, 1 friend, But then junior year came, and like I met these group of people who I'm still friends with till now, Larry, who we didn't need to skip class, we didn't need to smoke weed during school to like have fun, you know, like we bonded over certain things that were
simple.
Yeah.
But like in high school, believe it or not, you will explore a lot about yourself and what you like and what you don't like, and the people that you want to surround yourself with. You find all of that out in high school. And trust me, the friends you were friends with in middle school, I'm not going to say this, you might not, like towards like the end of your freshman year, you might not end up being friends with no more. Like
they changed.
Yeah, like 5 times out of 10, I would say that, because there's some people from middle school that I'm still friends with, but
people change. You know, they get peer pressured, and you change in high school. And
you do a lot. Sometimes for the better, sometimes for the worse.
I honestly don't think I've changed. I think I just still have the same mindset.
I think I matured. I would say I matured since I graduated high school.
I'm still immature.
I matured a little bit.
Love life in high school, I wouldn't say don't take it too seriously, because some people meet their partners in high school, but you have to remember, at the end of the day, it's just high school. Just because someone is dating doesn't mean you have to date.
Right.
You know, just because someone is having sex with their boyfriend doesn't mean you have to have sex with your boyfriend. Like it's just like, if you feel ready, do it.
Yeah, in my opinion, I don't think dating is fine, but I feel like being in a relationship with high school, I feel like right now, and being in high school, I feel like you should just have fun. It's all about just have fun as much as you can. Don't worry about being in a relationship, and don't rush into being into a relationship, because you might get into a relationship and be miserable as hell. Not saying that that's gonna happen, but me personally, I just don't suggest being in a relationship.
I didn't have a relationship when I was in high school. Not because I chose to, not be in a relationship, but like everybody was a fuckboy. And
me and Mitzee, we used to dread of having a boyfriend in high school.
But then at the same time, now that I'm looking back and like I'm out of high school, it's like all those boys were like not even like someone that you should date.
Yeah,
like I'm not saying all the guys in high school are just like, but like
douchebags.
But like the people that we wanted, like, not saying, there are certain those guys, but they were taken. But like, like we weren't gonna find them there. Like
we weren't, and sometimes you do. It's very rare now, but don't rush to be, because once you get out of, like, once you become a senior and you look at the guys now, you're just like, ew, what the fuck, ew. That's how I was. Because I remember my freshman year, I used to be so like boy crazy. I was just like, oh my god, he's so cute. Oh my god, he's so cute. He's so cute. Once I've like gotten older, I was like, ugh.
To be perfectly honest, I came into high school thinking that I was going to find my first boyfriend. I honestly thought that.
Me too.
Like, I was like, oh my god, in high school I'm gonna have a boyfriend. He's gonna be my high school sweetheart. No, it didn't, because, well, we come from a small city and like everybody knows each other. Like, everyone goes to the same school. You come from this middle school, you come from this middle school, and you're all gonna go to the same high school, and you've known each other since you were in elementary school. So it's pretty much the same people, just a few new faces.
Right.
But like, it's not. You're lucky if you find your high school sweetheart, but I didn't, because I
didn't either. Most of the guys back then were homophobic as fuck. So it's just like, and then I have another thing to say. Like, I feel like this is the most important part. I feel like, be yourself. Please do not pretend to be something that you're not, because that will fuck up your
career, your high school career.
Your high school life. Like, me, I was always myself. I didn't give a fuck about who had to say what about who I was and my sexuality. I didn't give a fuck. I didn't care. I had a few naysayers, but it's just like, my mindset was just like, fuck them and what they're going through, because at the end of the day, I'm living out my truth. You might not be living out yours. You're being miserable, but at the end of the day, live out your truth. be you. You might have a few naysayers, but they could kiss your natural black or Asian, Spanish, whatever the fuck you are, ass.
Yeah, like that's how you know you know you're being yourself when you're losing friends. Not necessarily because it's because like you realize that you don't want to be what they are, you know? Like a lot of the friends that I had back then, they were just like, oh, Mitzee, come on, let's go do this, let's do that. And it's like, if I wasn't being myself, I would have said, okay, let's go. Like, but that wasn't me. I'm not the type to go out and smoke. I'm not the type to go out and go to a skipping party, because it was a huge thing back in freshman year.
Yeah, it was. It
was like a skipping party and stuff like that. I was just like, no, I'm staying in school. And they called me lots of names, but like, hey.
I came out at 13 and I went into high school and I was already out of the closet. Everybody, let me tell you, my first day of high school, a rumor already was spread about me saying that I like this guy. Mind you, I don't know what this guy looks like. I only knew his name. And I'm like, why? But I still didn't give a fuck. It didn't faze me. I was still being myself, and at the end of, like, at my senior year, everybody saw that, you know, Larry doesn't give a fuck. We might as well just stop messing with him. And then I started, you know, gaining a lot more friends and getting a lot more respect. So it will get better especially your senior year. Everything.
Yeah.
Participate in everything, because first of all, it'll look good on you, and it's a lot of fun. Like, I joined the step team. One thing I do regret was not joining the high school plays. I regret that so much, but I did take drama class.
I do regret doing everything my senior year.
Why?
I did it last minute. I wanted to wish I could have done it, because I gained confidence junior year. Mm-hmm. Middle of junior year was when I gained so much of my confidence that I just did not give a fuck anymore. Yeah. I was just like, I'm gonna be what I want. I'm gonna do my own thing. I'm gonna post this, I'm gonna post that. Nothing crazy, but like I just didn't care. So like when senior year came, like I was just joining so many things. I was in the play, I was in, you know, many of like the school stuff, and like I was doing so much things that at the end of the year I was just like, I wish I would have done that like my sophomore year, my junior year, you know. Like, don't be scared to come out of your shell, and if you want to try drama, go try drama. If you want to try soccer, go try soccer. If you want to do football, go do football. Like, do what you want, like, because it's going to benefit, not just because of your like of going to college later on, but you're going to meet such great people
exactly,
with the same passion as you.
Exactly. And especially, I'm telling you, freshman year is the perfect time to do everything. Go to your homecoming dance, go to your homecoming game, go to your pep rallies, do everything. Because I did my freshman year and I had a lot of fun. I went to my homecoming game, I went to the carnival, I went to the homecoming dance, I did everything, the spring flings. Freshman year is the perfect time to do everything, because it'll be something that you'll remember.
Yeah. This thing is the most, like, I feel like when you talk about high school, I think no one can not have this as a story in high school, is when you have a crush on your teacher.
I've never had any hot teachers, but there were a lot of hot teachers walking around the school. It's just I never had a hot teacher in my class.
This is the most fun I will ever... Okay. A lot of my high school stories will be about these teachers, because there were so many hot ones. Like, there was Mr. Burr. I'm gonna say all their name. I don't give a fuck, because I know damn well they're not gonna be watching this damn video. There was Mr. Werner. There was Mr. Burr. There was Mr. York. Mr. Barry.
Ew.
No! Me, Madeline.
I can't.
I mean, okay. Me and Madeline were in love with Mr. Barry. Okay, we just like texted away about Mr. Barry. So we had a biggest crush on Mr. Barry. He was like he started as a student aid teacher. He was I was a junior and he became a student teacher, and so like I had the biggest crush on him. I was just like, oh my god, Mr. Barry.
No, I had the hugest crush on Mr. York,
Mr. Burr,
Mr. Werner,
and Mr.
and
Mr. Burr.
Yeah, him, Mr. Burr. I thought they were just like.
Yeah, okay, there's this one time that totally embarrassed himself with Mr. York because
it was her fault. It was your fault.
Yeah, because it was snowing. It was snowing really, really hard, and I opened the door for him, and he said thank you, and I thought I heard a British accent. I thought he said thank you, so I was like, oh my god, he's British. So I like went and found Larry, and I told him like, oh my god, Mr. York is British, and so I didn't know he was gonna go and ask him if he was British. Like who would do that? Like he doesn't even know the guy.
I did.
So
I didn't
we
care.
walk over to the 3rd floor, and we're just like, he says, "Hi, Mr. York," and right when he says that, I left. I'm not gonna.
Yeah,
be part
literally.
of this.
Right when I said hi, I was like, "Hi, Mr. York, I have a question." He was like, "Yeah." He was like, "Are you?" I was like, "Are you British?" And he was like, "No." I turned around and Mitzee was nowhere to be found. I was like, "This fucking bitch." She made me so mad. I was just like,
It was.
"She's
so
gone."
I remember like. I just want to talk about Mr. Barry and like how much I love that guy.
Oh,
like
God.
he was my
Ugh.
everyone had a crush on their teacher. Let's come on now.
I never had any hot
I know,
teachers.
but you had a crush on the teacher.
I had a crush on a teacher, but I've never had a hot
So
teacher.
Mr. Barry was a history teacher, okay, and like he was just that awkward cute. He wasn't like hot, but like he was an awkward cute. Like he was cute and stuff like that. He wasn't, and so like he was just cute. Like I don't know, like. Oh, I'm gonna talk about my senior year. He became a full-blown teacher my senior year, and my last class was my last class was AP Bio, and it was in the basement.
Right.
And his class was in the 3rd floor, and the 3rd floor and my AP Bio classroom and his classroom and 3rd floor and the basement. They're in the same like way, but different floors, and so. If you go down the stairwell, my class will be right there because his classroom is right here and the stairwell will be right here. When you go down the stairwell, that's my classroom. So I would literally come from lunch. I would go up to the 3rd floor just so I can see him. I don't care if I don't look at him, just the fact that I see like a little bit of him. I would just pass by and then I would go down in class just to see him because I didn't have a class with him because he taught like, I think, sophomore and junior.
Curious question. Who was that? Remember we had TV production class, right? Who was that tall white teacher down the hallway from us, and he was hot too?
Mr. the art teacher.
Yeah.
Mr. Sandstrom? Mr. Sandstrom.
That's what his name was?
Yeah,
he was hot too.
I didn't think he was cute.
Oh my god,
He was cute. He was also awkward cute.
No, I think he was hot. Like he was. Oh my god, Mitzee, he was hot.
Wow.
You're fucking crazy. He was hot.
Since you have a crush on your teacher, don't start anything stupid, alright? Don't be in a relationship with your teacher because it's just a no-go. That's only in the movies and the TV shows, okay? Don't put yourself in that
Only if you could get away with it.
Boy, no! Don't put yourself in that situation.
Don't get in the Arya situation if you could get away with it.
Get out. Like, you don't want him getting like orange jumpsuit and you getting a whatever the fuck you're getting, but don't get in a
lockdown.
Yeah, don't get us in a student-teacher relationship.
If you could get away with it.
If your teacher is hot enough, okay, no. I was gonna say if your teacher's hot enough, go for it.
If you could get away with it.
I was gonna say if your teacher's hot enough, go for it. But sometimes you're just looking at it's so bad to have a crush on your teacher because like honestly, sometimes it's good because like you want to seem smarter to him for him or for her like
shit I would.
Yeah, you want him or her to think like, oh my god, she's really smart or he's really smart. But sometimes it can also be the worst because God knows what, like he's like talking about some like fucking onomatopoeia and you're just over there like, god damn, you look fucking hot with that 5 o'clock shadow. Like,
right.
Like hello.
Like, I wouldn't have been able to have a hot teacher because I would not pay attention. I would just be like,
I did it.
Fucking teacher's pet.
But good because like I was getting A's on my essays that he was asking us to write because I wanted to impress him. I didn't want him to think I was dumb. Like he already thought that I was like the most loud person in the world, but that's just it. I'm bubbly and smart. end of the day, have fun in high school. Just don't do drugs. Don't get pregnant.
Do drugs.
You'll
and
die. Okay. So
bye.
that's it.
That's what ends the video.
So I hope you guys liked it, and if you did, like, comment, and subscribe. And we'll see you guys soon.
Bye. I used to have a little crush on him too.
Is this weird? Like, what if like one of like the
I've always.
What if this goes round and like one of like the you know how students are close with teachers too, like just like, oh, Mr. blah 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 blah, look at this, or like, oh, look, Miss blah 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 blah, they're talking about
fuck it, you're fine.
Like,
fuck it, you're
fuck it, I'm never gonna see you again.
Right,
I'm in college, bitch. I'm never gonna see you again.
Right, you're hot, and I just thought you should know after the fact that we graduated.
Yeah. I wonder, are you bald? It's only been 2 years.